Hey sweeties, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make female pants, okay, with side pockets. Before anything, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe, and also turn on your notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. So guys, I went ahead to draft this pattern in my previous tutorial. If you haven't watched it, I'll add the link down in the description box, so make sure that you check it out. This is the pocket and then the pocket facing, and also this is the belt for both the front and then the back. Okay, so we have the shorts. So guys, I went ahead to cut out all my patterns. I'll just go ahead and set this aside, and then we'll deal with the dots. Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to mark the dots for the back pattern and then the front pattern. So I marked 5 inches like so, and then for the front one I am just going to go ahead and mark 4.5 inches. So after that, I'll take my scissors and then transfer the notches onto both sides. Don't forget that we have 2 for the front and then 2 for the back. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer my notches onto the front and then the back. Okay. So guys, after this, the next step is to go ahead and bring out my dots. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and fold my dots using the notch I have created. Okay. So go ahead and set this aside so that you can see more clearly. So go ahead and then mark 5 inches for the back panel because the back is longer than the front. So I'll go ahead and mark 5 inches for the back and then 4.5 inches for the front. So what I'm going to do right now is pin and go ahead and mark all the rest of the pieces. So guys, this is the front one. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing as I did to the back pattern. Okay, the back piece, not pattern, sorry, but this time around I'm going to mark 4 inches because this is the front, the back is longer than the front, and then take out my 1/2 inches on both sides. So the next step is to go ahead and pin, and then we'll take this to our machine. So I'll stitch like so. So guys, onto our machine, I'm just going to go ahead and sew out all our dots. Okay, so guys, the next thing is the pockets. Okay, so we are going to pick up the facing like so, and then we'll put it left side of the pocket facing the right side of the short. Note, left side facing the right side. We are going to stitch it like so. So guys, I am done pinning like so, and then we'll take this to a machine and then stitch it out. So I'll go ahead and then pin the other side Note is the left side of the pocket facing the right side of the shorts. Okay, left side facing the right side. Don't get confused. Left side facing the right side. Okay. So guys, it's time to stitch this out. So guys, after cutting down your thread, the next thing is to create notches around the curved area, okay, because we are going to be doing a top stitching. So right on the pocket facing, you do a top stitch on it, okay. Make sure you do the top stitching on the pocket facing, not the shorts. Okay. So guys, after this, the next step is to place the pockets on it. Okay. So I went ahead to fold this in nicely. So just go ahead and pick the pocket, okay, and then right sides facing the right side of the pocket facing. Okay, so I'll go ahead and align it like so, and then I'll pin this together. So now after pinning this together, I'll just go ahead and then sew it right from the bottom part to the upper part, okay. And when I get to the corner, I'll just turn it, make a curve like so, and then continue with my straight stitch. So after this, the next step is to go ahead and align it perfectly, and then like so it's opening, so you need to run a stitch to secure this part. And so I'm going to go ahead and pin this down, and then I'll go ahead and run a stitch just to secure that part. So guys, the other side of what's next to do became blur, so I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the process on this one. So guys, don't forget that the left side of the pocket facing is facing the right side of the shorts. That is the front panel, the front part, okay. So after this, the next thing is to go ahead and do a top stitching on the pocket facing, okay. But before you do the top stitch, don't forget to go ahead and notch. So guys, go ahead and notch like I am doing. Notch the curved part, and then the next thing you are going to do is to top stitch, okay. So guys, after top stitching, you just go ahead and fold it over like so. Okay, so guys, my material is kind of a way that when I just press it, it just lies flat. Okay, so the next step is to put the pocket at the back like so, and then flip it over. Okay, or you can decide to just put it on, and always remember that now it's the right side of the pocket facing the right side of the pocket facing. Okay, so go ahead and align it properly because they are of the same shape. So you align it properly like that, and then you pin. So guys, the next thing is to take it to your machine and then start stitching. So I'll go ahead and stitch along using a 0.5-inch stitch allowance, and then I'll stitch it all through like that. When I get to almost the corner, I'll just turn it to create that curve and then continue with the stitching, sorry. So just stop right there, and then yes, you are okay. So the next thing is to flip it over like so, and then align everything properly, and then I'll show you the parts that I told you bled out. So this side here bled out from the first one, and so I'll go ahead and pin the side like so, and then pin this side like so. This I showed you in the first one. So guys, you run your machine on it to hold this down like so. And then now to the part that bled out is the side part. Okay, the side part of the pocket, the short and the pocket facing. Okay, we are going to hold the side down too. Okay, so now it's the turn of the side. We're just going to go ahead and run the stitch on it just to hold it down for now. So guys, that is the part that bled out. I hope that you get a clear picture of it. So back to the next step. Now the front part and then the back parts of the shorts. Okay, I am going to be sewing in the inseam line, but first of all I'll go ahead and pin this together. Remember, this right side of the front panel and the right side of the left panel, okay, of the same side facing each other, and then I am pinning down the inseam. Okay, yes, so I've gone ahead to do the same thing to this one. Yes, the right side facing each other, and then I'll go ahead and pin. Okay, so I'll pin the middle part, which I've not already pinned. I'll pin that one down, and then we'll sew. Okay, we'll just sew on a 1/2-inch seam allowance because we just added 1/2 inch on both sides to the back panel. Okay, making 1 inch. If you'd remember, in the panel draft, in the pattern drafting, I added 1 inch for both the back stitching. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take 1/2 inch on both sides. So make sure that you go ahead and do a back stitching before you finish your cutting. Okay, I just went back to run another stitch on it to make it very secured. Okay, so we are done with this side, and then we'll go ahead and sew the inseam line for this side as well. So guys, I am done inserting the bands on both sides. Now the next thing to do is to go ahead and then use the right sides facing each other I'll just go ahead and then sew along using a 1-inch seam allowance. Okay, remember the seam allowance we left for this shorts that we were drafting. If you've not seen the drafting process, I'll leave the link down below so that you go out and check how to draft this beautiful female shorts. Okay, there is just a slight difference between this female shorts and the male shorts. As time goes on, I'll go ahead and I'll show you how to draft the male trousers and the shorts as well. So make sure that you like my video. If you haven't liked it yet, make sure that you like it. You also share it to your friends and then you subscribe. So guys, I'll go ahead and take down my 1-inch like so on the sides. I'm done taking down one side, and then I'll sew right from the hip side to the down part, because the rest of the top part I'll go ahead and insert my zipper on the side. So I'll make a detailed tutorial on how to insert a zipper later. Finally, I am done with the shorts and it looks so beautiful. Guys, give this video a thumbs up.